Hi guys, so I have 2 weeks to catch up on PLL. So this is 523 and 524. Like I said before, I don't touch base on everything that happened. This isn't a recap, it's just commentary on things that happened. I have notes. So from last week's episode, the melody lingers on. I put Andrew always knows stuff. He asked about Mike why. I don't think that he's big A. Obviously, he's a red herring, but I do think he knows something about what's going on, or he is or was part of the A team. I've been talking about this with one of my friends, Ellie. Hi, Ellie. I will link her channel below. You should check her out, too. Pretty much, I put Jason and I put motive. We can't really come up with why Jason could be big A, but I think he is a suspect. I'm going to be doing a video on my first A suspect, which has remained my main A suspect through all the seasons of watching, and that is Ren. So I'll be doing that before next week's episode, just so you know. And then also, it was so crazy because then we see Tippy and you hear do 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 do, and he was trying to tell him to call Barjack, and I was just like, no way. And then like, who is Barjack? I'm so lost at that part. And then the French song. This week's episode, okay, so it's into the second month of the trial, so we had another big time gap, and I'm thinking we've had so many big time gaps that honestly the girls should be towards the end of their senior year, so I'm thinking that when they start season 6 they're probably going to be close to graduation, which would make sense because we usually get it in June, usually around my birthday, June 10th, so it was pretty cool to see Sarah Shepherd as a reporter because they were like, you've been with us from the beginning, and I thought that was really cool. The surprise witness was Leslie Stone. She said Allie threatened Mona because she was lying about faking her death and making Mike look bad and stuff. So because of that, the end of the episode is affected. We see a Spoby scene. I could care less about them, and she's a cheater and whatever. Apparently, Leslie lives with Mona's grandparents. And then we see the jacket in the park, and it ends up being this other girl. I forget what her name was, but she was high from a drug or something, and I thought she was homeless or something. Come back tomorrow at 8:05. Hannah was supposed to come back, and then the lawyer really pissed me off, to be honest. We see the box on the front porch with the tongue, but once again, we see Arya wearing a French shirt. Once again, we've seen her wearing kisses. We've seen her wearing lightning bolts. We've seen her everything associated with A. So either she knows A, she's part of the A team, she is A, her boyfriend's A, or her ex now. I put Andrew's really pushy. Caleb and Hannah's scene was actually really cute. Caleb sitting in the cabin with the lights off freaked me out, and I thought to myself, there is a... Sorry, I have terrible allergies. Dark side to Caleb, which I know he had because of Ravenswood. Then we see the arrow into the car, and the arrows are being shot at them, and it's a Boy Scout camp, and I first thought to myself, Paige wore a Boy Scout shirt in an old episode, and then we find out that Andrew's big and just, that, and it's a red herring when that happens. It was just like, dang, Mike's taped up, Caleb bugs on Tanner, A message, the courtroom bullseye bitches. So, obviously, target, arrows. Toby and Tanner, so I guess I missed part of it because mine went out, but I guess he quit the force. I didn't see that part. I put Allie's lies are catching up to her, lying about winning the archery test and all that. I put Andrew always just shows up. He's not answering his phone. He's trying to look like Ezra can't take care of Mike, which I think... was interesting. Verdict, she's guilty. And then the girls are arrested. We see an A scene with dolls. They're in a Department of Corrections bus. One of the dolls is taken out. It looked like it was Spencer and put in a way. Then we see the tux with a corsage or like flowers. And then I put there was 123 texts and 9 deaths, but I guess it's 9 unsolved deaths and 11 deaths is what I just read. I'm going to do my video on Ren. I'm still thinking that Jason could be a suspect because it is like his mother died. Apparently his sister, Bethany, maybe was his twin because it is 2 or 3 years older than the girls. I don't know how old he's supposed to be. Who's Charles De Laurentiis? Is that the clue? There's just so many things. So right now, Toby and Caleb to me are going to the back burner. They're still on the list. I don't like Ellie and I have talked about. We don't think they're gonna re-reveal Toby, but maybe they will. So I think it's Ren, Lucas, Jason. I really don't think it's a girl. If it's a girl, I want it to be Maya. Obviously, everyone wants them to be. And then we also mentioned that maybe it would be Ian. Like, is he really dead? And then I saw, when she's giving the flowers, to me, I thought like Big A and Black Veil. I thought to myself, is Black Veil or Black Male Melissa and then Ren's Big A? Because it looked like they would be like dating, like when you take a date to the prom. Because, oh, that's right, the next episode, like the first episode of the season, I think is prom or something. Somebody mentioned something about prom, so they are trying to skip it ahead to like May or June. And that's why they have the tux and the corsage of the flowers. So it would be someone you taking on a date. So is Black Veil like somebody that Big A is dated or dates? It was interesting. So I don't have a ton to say. I mean, I didn't think that was that interesting. Some of you like to hear what I have to say, but I really didn't like this episode. A lot of people did, and I was just irritated. And I don't know if I'm even going to like the finale just because I did read the spoilers. I don't know who A is, but I read like what's supposed to happen. It sounds really corny and creepy, but I guess that's where season 6 is going. It's supposed to be creepy and dark, and this is setting us up for that. So maybe it will be better than what we've had, because I really don't like the last like 2 seasons. 4 was terrible. 5 was okay. 3 was great. So that's what I have to say, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Who do you think A is? Comment below, and any other comments you may have.